Okay, so when you're ready.
When many people think of the word technology, they assume smartphones, TVs, or computers. But really, the word technology applies to many different areas of our lives, including transportation. Hi, I'm Brooke Springer, and today I'm going to be addressing the question, how will the continued transformation in technology affect the safety of American transportation? For the past 3 decades, technology has evolved, changing the way humans travel, learn, and communicate. The term technology is derived from the Greek word techne, meaning art and craft. Technology refers to any tools and techniques used to aid human life. Technology has existed ever since the beginning of Earth and has slowly progressed from stone tools to the wheel and now to more advanced forms of technologies like computers and nuclear power. While most believe these changes are positive, providing aid and security, some believe these changes are potentially harmful and could lead to more negative outcomes. Ever since the first forms of technology were invented, people have been skeptical of their advantages. According to Oregon State University's research, many people believe technology involves a deeper and possibly more significant problem. But for some, like Jane McGonigal from the TED Talk, Gaming Can Make a Better World, technology could possibly give us the power to solve real-world problems. For many early years, technology was useful but hardly available, up until several years later. The article Social Media and the Movement of Ideas by Edward Kessler shows just how drastically technology has changed, affecting life and the way humans evolve. Technology first began to spike in the 18th century. This was known as the era of technology, and later led to the Industrial Revolution. During this time period, many machines and processes were invented, leading to many types of development and production. One major advance during the Industrial Revolution was power technology. Previously, the main form of power was reserved to wind and water wheels. But thanks to the Industrial Revolution, steam engines and the development of electricity as a source of power transformed American life. These newfound technologies launched and led to the development of new and more advanced forms of transportation across the U.S., increasing the amount of communication and travel. One of the earliest forms of transportation was rivers. Rivers were used to transport large numbers of goods and people from place to place. Previously, river travel was slow, depending on the current of the river and manpower on board, but was changed in the 1800s due to the introduction of the steam-powered boats. Steam-powered boats reformed river travel, increasing the speed of the transportation and trade, but also increasing the danger of explosions, sinkings, and attacks. The need to run steamboats increased the need for coal, which was provided by the railroads. Railroads also experienced rapid growth during the Industrial Revolution. According to the Library of Congress's article on Industrial America, between 1871 and 1900, more than 170,000 miles of track was added to the nation's railroad system. In 1862, Congress passed the Pacific Railway Act, authorizing the construction of a transcontinental railroad. By 1900, 5 transcontinental railroads were added, completing and connecting most eastern and western cities. Although the railroad system led to the development of most western cities, people and technology continued to advance, increasing the need for more faster and available transportation. The invention of the automobile gave each individual the opportunity to have their own transportation to fit their schedule, budget, and many other needs. Henry Ford used mass production techniques to produce cars in a larger and cheaper amount. In 1913, the U.S. produced more than 485,000 of the world's 606,000 motor vehicles, being the largest producer in the world at the time. Although the automobile made transportation more affordable and available, Americans still wanted an easier way to travel long distances faster. In 1903, Wilbur and Orville Wright became the first Americans to achieve sustained and controlled airplane flight, and later flew the first functional airplane. By the late 1900s, Americans began relying on airplanes for long-distance travel. Although there are many positive aspects related to these new forms of transportation, there are also many possible dangers following these new types of technologies being used. One major incident was the 9/11 attacks, when 4 planes were hijacked by members of Al-Qaeda, leading to the death of around 3,000 people. For many years after the 9/11 attacks, many people viewed flying as dangerous and not secure enough. Since 9/11, the federal government has implemented many new regulations and programs to avoid any future incidents or attacks. Not only have airplanes been known as dangerous, but cars and boats and many others are responsible for the deaths of thousands each year. Around 37,000 people die each year in the United States due to road crashes, while over 2.35 million people are disabled or injured. New security technology and a no-fly list were created after 9/11 attacks to help restore the confidence in American use of the commercial aviation again. Due to the high mortality rates associated with automobiles, and many standards have been applied to constructing, buying, and driving cars. Many features have been required or recently implemented to reduce the number of deaths and crashes, like seatbelts, airbags, sensors, and cameras. Despite these forms of technology being created to keep travelers safe, many have been found to cause more harm or potentially death because of their unreliable use. Technology will continue to be unreliable despite any new reforms or updates. Although there are many positive aspects of these new forms of transportation and technology, they will continue to cause many negative effects no matter how advanced they are. With the continued growth and advancements in technology, transportation will continue to change, developing more useful and helpful designs to aid human life. Furthermore, as technology advances, the risk associated with these new products also increases. Safety of American transportation will continue to change as long as technology continues to advance. Thank you.
All right. What evidence did you gather that you didn't use, and why did you choose not to use it?
I gathered evidence of some of the technologies they use in automobiles, like airbags, security, like the cameras and seatbelts. I didn't use that information because I felt like it was maybe too specific for this presentation and the time.
Okay. What might be the real-world implications or consequences of your findings, and then what are the implications to your community?
Based on my solution, there's really no way for Americans to prepare for these new forms of technology and to make these forms of transportation safe. They will just continue to have to research and develop new ways. So this will affect our community because most people have cars or take the railroad or train or anything like that.
Okay, thank you.